He just wants to... Ah! Spooky season is here, and you know what that means. I strolled my way on over to Spirit Halloween and saw this little guy lurking around the aisles. We got an all-new talking animated Chucky doll from the Bride of Chucky, and I am so excited because I got the version that they had last year, and that one looked a little bit off, if you know what I mean. Take a close look at its face. Like, the resemblance isn't that great. But as you can see, it looks like they improved it this year, so it looks a lot more like the Chucky doll we all know and love. Oh, just looking at this thing, it looks so creepy, just gazing into my soul with its knife in its hand. It's ready to slice. We got the Bride of Chucky cover over here on the left side, talking animated Chucky doll, of course. We got the same thing going on the right side, but then over here on the back is where we got a lot of action going on. Bride of Chucky talking animated Chucky doll. If you dare, bring home your very own Chucky doll from... Really? There's a typo. They actually have a typo on the box? Really? Oh no, it's making me really regret this purchase already. Not really, but seriously, they didn't proofread this or what? If you dare, bring home your very own Chucky doll from the horror thriller Bride of Chucky. Every stitched and torn detail has been authentically recreated so you can experience the terror for yourself. Chucky speaks phrases from the movie as he moves his mouth and head, all while stabbing with his knife. But beware, this toy is not for tots. Ooh, spooky. Relive the movie as Chucky says these classic phrases from Bride of Chucky, and just look at him. He's looking oh so menacing. Phrases include, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Now the first thing we gotta do is get me out of this body. Once and for all. I'll be back. I always come back. You do know who I am. And if you know what's good for you, you're going to love, honor, and obey. Hi, I'm Chucky, and I wouldn't talk if I were you. You got your wish. You're mine now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master." Classic phrases that any Chucky fan will know and love. As you can see, it's a Spirit Halloween doll, also Spencer's, Universal, Chucky, Child's Play 2, Bride of Chucky, Child's Play 3, and Seed of Chucky. All of those movies and all those stores all conglomerated together to make this talking animated Chucky doll. And I mean, just take a look at that. He's gonna be sitting there, waving his knife around, saying all these scary things. What could possibly be better? Nothing. Now if we take a look at the bottom, it looks like this is supposed to line up with the hole, although it looks like it got moved around a bit in shipment, I guess. We have battery installation and safety instructions. I thought the batteries would be pre-installed. I mean, I'm thinking they are, but there's instructions, I guess, in case you need to replace them. Yeah, really just all about batteries. Do we care? No, but it does require 3 AA batteries that are included. As far as pricing goes, this retails for $79.99. $80, so hopefully it's worth every penny. So let's take one last look at the box before we destroy it, because some people buy the dolls, they don't want to open them up, they just want to collect them because obviously, why not? It might be a collector's item one day when they're a limited run. But we open things over here, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's take one last look before we destroy the packaging. Looking nice. Oh, look at that. I don't know what's going on here. His legs are up in the air. Looks like he really took a beating going through shipment. But just look at that face, looking so much better than last year. Yeah, I don't think you could have done worse than last year, but this is definitely an improvement. So now let's get this box opened up. Should we just pull him out? Of course he is zip tied down, so we gotta do a little cutting ourselves to release him from the prison, but that's not the best idea, so be forewarned. If you release this guy, there's no turning back. You might fall asleep, have him on your shelf, wake up with him on your neck, and you're like, ah! Help me. But you know, I'm not scared. I'm a little scared. I'm just trying to be brave. So I guess we're gonna have to open it up from the bottom. Don't worry guys, I'm okay. I am okay. We're just gonna open it up from the bottom. Find that little zip tie, which happens to be right there on the bottom. Grab our own little knife and we're gonna slice it up. Actually, we don't need to slice it up. My bad, I'm getting a little bit carried away. Chucky, I'm putting the knife away. Don't worry, don't come after me or anything. We're just gonna twist it off. It's just a twist tie. There we go, got it loose. We're just gonna disconnect Chucky from the box. Ooh, he's about to be set free and there's no turning back. I'm actually getting a little bit scared. Good thing I am prepared. I got my knife sitting right here, you already know. So let's see, let's pull him on out. Can I get him out? He doesn't want to come out. Oh wait, there's more. He's zip tied in here completely. Okay, let's pull out this whole thing. Ooh. Oh no, we're getting so close to releasing him. Whoever put him in here, they're like, yo, we gotta make sure he's in there and he doesn't escape. But somebody didn't know I was coming because we're about to let him loose. Okay, we can just put that box over there. Just go over there. And now we got Chucky halfway released from his prison cell. Whew, it looks a lot scary when that plastic isn't between you and Chucky. When he's just staring you in the face, whoo, I'm freaked out. I mean, take a look at that face. Ooh, so scary. Got that knife looking so sharp. Ooh, that detail, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm impressed. We got 2 more zip ties on the back. Let's loosen them up. Whew. We're almost there. This is the last one. He's gonna be a free man once again. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do this. Whew. He's free! He's free! Chucky is loose! Oh no! Alright. This is scary. Alright, I'm looking into his eyes. It looks like his left eye is a lazy eye, and it's like, but I am freaked out. Okay, so let's get this plastic off of his head. Let's get his hair, get that box out of here. Let's get his hair all nice. His hair's a little messed up. Come on, Chucky, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Gotta make you look your best for your debut on YouTube. Alright, there we go. His hair's a little bit frizzy, but you know, crazy hair, don't care. I mean, you can ask this guy right here. I don't know what he's doing. It is what it is. So let's see what we got here. Overall, so far, I'm actually really impressed with what I'm seeing here. They did a lot better job. I mean, this is really just a decoration for Halloween. Have him sitting there maybe next to a bowl of candy and have him talking as people come by. So now we're gonna take a closer look at Chucky, the animated talking Chucky doll from Spirit Halloween. I mean, let's see. Taking a look at his hair looks very good. Very nice and in place, very solid. Ooh, look at that. You can see, look at that, it's like some skin. Oh, this is like a real Chucky doll. Ooh, it's not all hard, that's pretty cool. It actually has a bit of a, look at this. The rubber right here, it's actually on the looser side. It's not super tight, so it actually has a skinned feeling to make it feel super scary, super realistic. Whew, I'm not sure about this. Maybe I got the real one. Huh. Okay, come on. I mean, I'm being nice to him, so I think everything's cool. We can see the details we got here. We got some stapled on hair on the side of his face, all these cuts on his face, his eye bulging out right here. Just looking, look at that. We got a nice, I don't think it's glass. No, it's a plastic eye, but it definitely has that glass eye vibe. Looking very nice, very shiny. Got a nice smile on his face, looking all menacing. Look, like, he just looks so happy. Like, how can you be scared of this guy? I mean, just look at him. He just wants to be your friend till the end. Maybe the end's in 10 minutes. Who cares? He's gonna be your friend until then, so that's all that matters. Some people, they leave. When things get tough, they're out. But Chucky right here, he's with you since day one. Okay, I'm noticing something here now. His neck, this is the part that kind of looked weird on the other one too. His neck is a little bit big compared to his body, and this time they did it completely different. Remember I said his face, you could feel the rubber? If we look here, it looks like you could probably take the whole mask off if you really wanted to, although I feel like I would break it. It's probably adhered, maybe not, look at that. His face is like loose, look at that. You know, it's probably so he could talk, whatever. But you could actually take off the mask if you wanted to, it looks like, because it's just kind of on here. Like there's a big gap right here, you just rip that thing off. Although I don't want to, I'm not gonna do it, but you could do it if you really wanted to. Not sure why you would. If you guys know a reason why, let me know. But let's move on down to his overalls. As you can see, good guys, we got all the little things. We got the helmet, we got a bat, a baseball hat, cowboy hat, a gun, a pistol, all that stuff going on here. Looking very nice, very authentic. We got the stripes here. Now the stripes, I always get confused. I'm not sure if they're exactly movie accurate or not, but you know, they're close enough. If you just look at it and you're not inspecting it, obviously it's gonna match, whatever. It's just whatever you see, but you know, every time you inspect something, you're gonna find something wrong with it. So whoever wants to do that, let me know if these stripes are right, because I'm not gonna do it. Coming down over to the back, look at that. It moves all the way back here. The design's going all the way around. Got the overalls going here, looking good, and it looks like we can actually, let's move his hair out of the way. Oh, look at that. You can actually see how the hair is coming out of his head right here. It's in there very solidly. It's not gonna come out unless you go try to rip it out. So let's come on the back. We can actually open up his shirt. Well, I wonder what it looks like. I'm kind of scared. Let's open it up. Okay, it's just plain white underneath. Nothing much to see here. Not even sure why you could take it off. I guess if you want to wash it or something if it gets dirty, so that makes sense. Easy removal. Although right here, it looks like this is actually coming apart. I'm not sure why they didn't do that a little tighter, but I'm not going to mess with that too much because it's going to start letting all the stuffing out. So let's just get them closed back up here. Coming down toward the bottom. Boom, this is what we're working with. We have the on and off switch and the battery compartment that takes 3 AA batteries, which are already pre-installed. Normal Phillips head screwdriver needed if you want to replace the batteries. Very easy. Now this thing was connected to the box, and I'm not sure why they have these, but I guess you could just shove it in there if you really want to, whatever. We'll just leave it out for now. And sometimes I remember there used to be like a demo button. It looks like we just have on and off, but we have an on and off switch right there. Coming down to his legs, his shoes are looking very nice. Let's pull up his pant leg a little bit. All white underneath once again, nice and soft and fluffy. And his shoes do come off completely if you want to take them off, clean them up, paint them, do something, replace his shoes. No feet action here though, it's just a regular sock looking thing, so nothing to see there. No details underneath other than what you're going to see on the outside. Get the shoe back on and in place. And on the bottom of the shoes, of course, we have the signature Good Guy logo along with the Good Guy things because he can be a cowboy, a doctor, a plumber, all that good stuff, whatever you want. Right there, you see that right there? That's a baseball star, you guys. He's going to hit some home runs. Although, you know, he decided to kill things instead, so, you know, different career path. Now, as you can see, because we have this bottom base right here, he sits up very well. He's going to sit perfectly still, just like this, up until he's triggered and starts talking and waving his knife around. It looks like his knife is actually being held on his hand with this little rubber band here. Let's see, if I take it off, I don't think he'll be able to hold the knife. Let's find out. You know what? He actually can hold it pretty well, so let's get rid of that rubber band because that kind of ruins the illusion. He has to hold it himself. You know what? I don't think he's supposed to be able to hold it himself. I think Chucky, is holding the knife because he's alive. Whew, that's kind of scary. We'll see what happens. Come on, your hair's getting messed up though, bro. Come on, keep your hair nice. You know millions of people are watching you right now. You gotta stay nice, always looking good because you don't know who's watching. So moving down here, I noticed something. We have 2 buttons here, but you know, if we go compare it, we gotta do a little comparison, of course, to the Mezco, super accurate looking. This is like one of my favorite dolls, other than the pizza face. The pizza face is my favorite. Let me know which one's your favorite, because I like the pizza face the most, just because his face is cut in half. Pretty cool. So if we come over here to the Mezco one, which looks really nice, they're both about 80 bucks too, so about the same prices. We can take a look at the comparison. We have a darker skin tone on the Mezco, a little more pale looking on the Spirit Halloween animated Chucky doll. They both have a knife in hand, and as for the scars, they're actually looking very close. Look at that. They did a really good job getting them accurate looking. We have the hair stapled onto the sides with the staples, but the hair, obviously you can see the Mezco hair is a little bit darker, looking a lot more brunette than orange. And then we have a lot more orange going on here on the Spirit Halloween side. Now going down to the outfit, this is where I was telling you guys, if we look at the stripes, things are probably going to get a little confusing. We have a little bit more washed out colors on the Spirit Halloween than we do on the Mezco, which looks a lot more vibrant. As for the color pattern, I don't even see purple on the Mezco, so I'm not sure which one's right. You guys let me know which one's more accurate or if they're both completely wrong, because I'm not sure right now off the top of my head. But then coming down to the overalls, this is where things get a little more complicated. The Mezco is a bit more beat up. We have this side completely ripped off. Look at this. Or is that not supposed to be ripped off? Did I do that? Let me see. Oh yeah, his hand goes through here. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. Ugh, just shove it through there. You know what? I'm not sure if it came ripped or not. I don't remember. But it's ripped now, at least. So I was going to say it's completely different, but maybe that's me. I'm not sure. Is it supposed to be ripped? I don't know. But this one looks a lot more beat up. We do have a lot more cuts going on here. Looking a lot more distressed from, you know, all his battles that he's been in. We have Good Guy's logo a lot smaller here. The buttons are smaller too. This is a lot bigger with bigger buttons. The buttons are definitely sewn on there very well. And then as for all the little designs on the overalls themselves, they look completely different. So, I mean, which one's more accurate? You guys let me know. I'm assuming the Mezco's a bit more accurate because this one I feel like has a lot more detail and this one's more of just a prop for Halloween. Working our way down to the shoes. Well, you need to get your foot straight, dude. That's gotta hurt. They look about the same, a little more cherry red over here, a lot darker on the Mezco. And then it looks like the shoes are actually yellowed over here and these are a lot more white with actual shoelaces as well. So which one's more accurate? I'm assuming obviously the real shoelaces, because, I mean, he has to tie the shoes. You can't just have some fake shoes like this. Now, flipping it over to the back. Same thing going on here. You can see a lot more vibrant on the Mezco, a lot more washed out over here. Maybe a bit more pastel looking colors over here on the Spirit Halloween. And then everything else is the same as the front. But as you can see on the back, the hair is definitely an obvious difference. So now let's get you put back in place. We don't need your services anymore. Just don't hurt me. And then let's go back to the Spirit Halloween because we have to turn him on and see all his phrases, see him move, see him swing the knife around. His mouth is gonna move, all this stuff's gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty crazy. I'm ready. You ready? I'm scared. Let's do this. We're gonna flip the switch.
Hi.
It instantly turns on.
And I wouldn't talk if I were you.
A true classic. Never goes out of style.
You know what? That's actually really cool. His mouth is moving a lot. It looks really realistic. I'm really digging that. I'm impressed. You can hear his neck moving with the motor a little bit, but wow. That's really cool. Now, is it motion activated? I guess not. How do you make him talk?
You got your wish.
Wait, I touched him and he did it.
Mine now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master.
How do you make him talk? You just have to touch him?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Now the first thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all.
That's really freaky. You just touch him and then he starts talking. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go through all the phrases until they start repeating so you can hear all of them and see him move with all of them. Let's see how that goes. Oh, he didn't talk that time. Here we go.
A true classic never goes out of style. I'll be back. I always come back. You do know who I am. And if you know what's good for you, you are going to love, honor, and obey.
Hi, I'm Chucky. And I wouldn't talk if I were you.
A true classic never goes out of style. You got your wish? You're mine now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Now the first thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all. A true classic never goes out of style. I'll be back. I always come back. You do know who I am. And if you know what's good for you, you are going to love, honor, and obey.
Hi, I'm Chucky. And I wouldn't talk if I were you.
A true classic never goes out of style.
Alright, you guys, so we heard all of them and repeated a couple times, and what I'm noticing is one of the things that I would change is obviously a motion sensor, because I had one that was a motion sensor before. This one obviously is not. You have to touch it to activate it, which is alright. Someone's gonna look at it and be like, oh, a Chucky doll. They're gonna go like,
You
oh,
got your wish?
and freak out.
Mine now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master.
And the other thing I would change is a couple of the phrases are paired up together. Instead of just saying one when it's activated, it goes through two phrases, which I don't really like. I wish it would just do one and then stop, then you have to trigger it again to get another one. That would make sense, because some of them, they don't really pair together too well. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Now, as for his animations and moving, I think it looks really nice. His mouth moves a lot with the words, his arms are moving, his neck's moving, he's just moving. He's really animated, and I'm really digging that. This is a great Halloween prop, for sure. Now, I'm not sure how good you guys can see his mouth moving and everything, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a close-up so you can see it a little bit better.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Now the first thing we gotta do is get me out of this body once and for all. A true classic never goes out of style. I'll be back. I always come back. You do know who I am. And if you know what's good for you, you are going to love, honor, and obey.
Hi, I'm Chucky. And I wouldn't talk if I were you.
A true classic body once and for all. A true classic never goes out of style. I'll be back. I always come back. You do know who I am. And if you know what's good for you, you are going to love, honor, and obey.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I wouldn't talk if I were you.
A true classic never goes out of style. You got your wish? You're mine now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master.
Now it's funny because
I'm Chucky.
I was wondering this, if he would stop talking. Stop interrupting me. I'm sorry.
Once and for all.
So I was wondering about this because I couldn't really see while I was first showing you guys because it was turned opposite direction on my eyes, but his mouth actually moves differently for each phrase and it moves with the words. So they put a lot of detail into this. I thought his mouth was just going like this no matter what he was saying, but it actually stops when he pauses and then starts going again when he talks. That's pretty amazing. I'm very impressed. I mean, for 80 bucks, they did a good job on this thing. Like, really, I did not expect that. I think the last one I had, his mouth just goes blah, 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 and then it's just whatever. But this one, he turns his head, he stops talking, and then he starts talking again. I'm really impressed. What about you guys? So you already know, overall, I'm really liking this thing. For 80 bucks from Spirit Halloween, I got the last one they had.
A true classic never goes out of style. I'll be back. I always come back.
See, right there, that's my only other gripe other than having a motion sensor. He combined two phrases together, and I would prefer just one, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm still impressed. Very good purchase. Let me know what you guys think of it. Are you guys gonna pick one of these up? Were you able to pick one of these up? I'm not sure if they sold out really quick or what, but this was the last one at the store that I went to, and I'm glad I was able to get it, because this is definitely a good prop for Halloween, or any collector. I mean, just put it next to all your other Chucky dolls. It'll look great, especially when someone's like, oh, you got a Chucky doll, and they go to pick it up, and it starts talking. They'll probably drop it on the floor. Hopefully it doesn't break if that happens. But I mean, overall, the detail looks good. A lot better than last year. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but last year was a disaster. Can't believe they actually released that thing, but they did a lot better with the improvements this year. The mouth moves with it. I have no complaints, really. I mean, this is better than I was expecting, to be honest, and I'm really impressed. Definitely gonna be scaring kids with this on Halloween. Put them next to a bowl of candy. They're like, oh, candy, and then they touch it. It's like, ah! That'd actually be pretty funny, huh? Don't blame me if you get scared. You know what? I do wish they had a little bit of blood on the knife or something. That would really set it off. Although, you know, you can just paint it on there yourself if you really want to. To give you a bit of an idea. A little craftsmanship, DIY project for yourself. So let me know what you guys think of it. I'm just so glad it's not the Buddy doll. Although I don't have any Buddy dolls. Maybe I should get a Buddy doll. I don't know. You guys like Buddy or Chucky? Who do you like better? The new age... I was gonna say Chucky. The new age Buddy dolls? Or the old school Chucky dolls, which obviously are the ones I prefer because that's what I have. But just looking into his eyes, menacingly, he just wants to... Ah!
And if you know what's good for you, you are going to love, honor, and obey.
He just wants to play. Do you want to play? Let's play! Ah!